good with it, man? What's good with everybody? Mile salute, mile salute. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's blessed. It's very windy out here in the Box State in Green Mountain. It's been a long morning already. I've been activated since like 5 o'clock in the morning. Ooh, I'm getting back to working and all that stuff, bro. The last couple of days, I've been actually working on the clock, doing cleaning services. So if you guys need buildings clean and you need a house clean, me and wife starting up our business again, and it's a beautiful aspect. Plus I've been taking care of my grandma. What up, Big Mac? What's cracking with you, man? So I'm gonna say this, man, and I want to say this to the mods, the ones that have a ranch, homie. Yesterday I went back and we rewatched some of the lives. What up, Big Kennel? Go Broncos. You know what it is. Let's turn up. Mile high salute to the Riders. You know what I'm saying? Bronco gang. If you ain't with the gang, we ain't got nothing for you when it comes to football. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give a big shout out to the homies, the mods, bro, because I went back and watched a couple of my lives. And when we have bigger lives and there's a lot more people coming in, especially on these verticals, you have so many people that just come in these lives, bro, and say the most disrespectful and crazy talk. I'm talking about, like, they be saying suspect shit and some homosexual activities and saying crazy stuff to, people that are around. And I caught my mods doing their due diligence, bro. Like, they were really on it. So I appreciate the homies that, you know what I'm saying, that just watch the live, bro, and they eliminate every aspect of just crazy stuff that come into these lives. Because I can go back and rewatch my lives and I'll see some accounts and I don't even see the accounts like when I'm doing the lives, because there's so much people coming in and just talking. And then I'll be like, bro, I didn't even see that until I go rewatch the whole live and I see what people are talking about. But yesterday, shout out to the homie Josh, shout out to the homie Box State Business, shout out to Lady Seth. She's always on it. But I appreciate you guys just, you know what I'm saying, just moderating the whole live, and whoever comes in disrespectful, they're just getting clipped, they're just getting eliminated, and we had for a minute there, bro, there was a lot of trolls coming in here and they were messing up a lot of stuff on my channel because they were just roaming around with the craziness. And they would be flagging my shit, homie. And I even had, when I was coming bringing people on panels, they were porn bombing the channel and reporting it. But when we have the mods doing the work, they actually keep the whole shit going in a proper manner, and it's a good look. So I appreciate that shit. To the homie Jess, I'm gonna give you a wrench too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I looked when I had kind of took wrenches away. I took wrenches from everybody, so I'm gonna give you a wrench. You know what I'm saying? Give you your wrench back, and basically, homie, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some good people that are moderators of the channel. So that's what I wanted to say. Mile high salutes to the real ones. And that's what it is, man. I hope you guys are blessed. Hope you guys are good. It's crazy because, like, I'm driving, my bad, don't mind me, but it's crazy because when I started doing these vertical lives, and I started just opening up the whole channel to a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of traffic from everywhere. You got traffic from everywhere coming in here, and sometimes it'll be just people just want to interrupt what the live's about, and you got a lot of people coming in here and just being distractions and saying the most craziest shit. Now, back in the day, when I first started doing lives, I didn't really care about like trolls doing that shit. But after they try to knock off the channel and get the channel took down, I really was like, man, I'm not trying to have everybody in here no more. Like, unless you bring something to the community and you're just an individual that rocks with the community and we know you, but there's been a lot of new faces, a lot of new accounts that I really just don't see and I never seen, but they'll bring the craziest shit. Damn, this fool was about to crash. This fool was about to crash on us, my homies. They'll bring the craziest shit to the lives, and then all of a sudden my shit will be taken down because it got flagged. And I don't know how that flag situation happens, but they literally they flagged the channel, homie. What's up? What up, Rod? What's cracking with my brother, man? And you know, so I don't even know how that works, but they flagged the channel, bro, and they be trying to get us taken down. It's always some haters that will try to get your shit taken down, like they did the homie on here. They try to get the homie's channel taken down, and they got his shit eliminated. And it's because you allow everybody at the channel, you allow everybody in the good aspect, in the good circumference of shit, they gonna try to attack your shit, because we don't speak no faultiness over here. We try to bring the real, and we try to speak nothing but the facts over feelings. And they'll try to get your shit knocked down. People be getting in their feelers about the smallest things. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to you and yours. Happy holidays to the family. Hope you guys are all blessed. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody. Go Broncos too. You know what it is, Bronco gang. Bronco gang. Hold on, I'm about to park it up. But yeah, so I appreciate the mods, bro. I appreciate the mods, like, that's just kind of just been watching a lot more, because I see it like this. If you have a wrench and you just let like the trolls, and that was the reason why I had to take some wrenches away, homie. It's because people would have wrenches and they would see it and they'll just watch this shit. When you have a wrench, you know, that's kind of a thing where it's like, bro, like, get them fools out the live, man. Get them fools out the live. Like, they don't belong here if they're just bringing the crazy aspect. Like yesterday, for example. What up, Big Mike? Merry Christmas, my homie. How you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. So yesterday we had some people, and this is what I was saying. Yesterday we had people come in, because when the live starts going through like the TikTok algorithm, right, you'll have people just come in and they'll say dumb shit. And we had like, I swear, like 10 trolls in the live yesterday, and they started talking about my grandma. And I didn't catch it at first. I'm not paying attention to all the comments sometimes. And they started talking about my grandma that was, you know what I'm saying, with me. And they started saying like crazy stuff about my grandma. She ain't even in the thing, but they were provocative with what they were saying. And I didn't see it, but one of my mods, shout out to the homie Josh, he clipped him. He started knocking him off. And so I got to give a big shout out to the homie Josh, because Josh, if it wasn't for him, they would have just kept spamming my chat. So, you know, I had to come on here, and when I caught it this morning, when I rewatched it, like, I was like, hell yeah, Josh was doing his thing. What up, Big Houston? What you doing, bro? No lie, rather, Broncos country secure home field throughout the playoffs. Hey, I'm gonna be real with you, big loyal to Houston. You're the only team that I'm not gonna say that I'm worried, but you're the only team that I see actually give Broncos country a run for their money. It doesn't even matter if it's out here. Texans is that team, bro. I keep telling people, Texans, because of their defense, they can slow people down, bro. Like, I look at the Texans as the biggest threat to the Broncos. You know, yeah, like, they're awful. They're terrible. They just come in and try to mess up the flow of shit, you know. So, you know, I'm gonna give the homie Jess a wrench back, like, you know, so I'm gonna give him his wrench back, definitely. I'll be doing that this week. To another thing is too, because people always ask me about that too, like, can I get a wrench? Can I get a wrench? Can I get a wrench? I'm gonna be real with everybody. If you've been around the channel for like a long time, and I know you, and you're just embedded in the channel, and you show my channel love, that's how you get a wrench. I can't just be giving wrenches to everybody. you have to be like original and a person that's a regular over here. Like that's where you get a ranch, you know, no disrespect, but um to be honest, you probably had to have supported my channel for almost like a year to get a ranch, you know. That's how you get a ranch. And just know that you're not about bullshit, because you give wrenches to people and they think that's actually like they get a power trip even when they're moderators. I had wrenches, bro, and gave people wrenches, and people that are cool with me are getting blocked. And I'm like, damn, homie, like how did he get blocked? He's the homie. You're right, Barbara. People are awful. They're miserable. So I can't just give wrenches to everybody, you know. I can't give wrenches to everybody. Like I give wrenches to the people that support on a regular. I give wrenches to like the homies, you know. And I select I kind of select who I give wrenches to. I give wrenches to the people also that I know will do their job like right with the wrench. You know, like they're not just gonna let trolls come in the live stream and just disrespect and not time them out or put them in, ban that account. Because I've seen it a lot. People have wrenches and they'll just let the trolls just breathe, and then you'll get I'll have to go on my laptop and ban people, and like I don't want to be doing that shit, you know. Playing in the fridge condition ain't for the weak, especially in the Mile High. Yeah, you know, I mean, the Mile High is a hard place to play, my bro. It is. Like, it's the Mile High magic, the atmosphere, the altitude, 5280. Like, you can't just come out here and just think you're gonna win us, you know. So like I said, the Texans is the biggest threat to the Broncos in my humble opinion. They're the biggest threat. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to come say this morning. I'm not gonna keep you guys long. I'm just gonna finish this. I'm gonna drink this. I'll stay on here till I'm done with this, but I hope everybody's good. I hope everybody's blessed, man. I don't know. We rocking this next year, 2026. I think I'm gonna change some shit up about the channel again. I might start doing a vlogging paranormal activities for my channel. Go to Colorado, places that are abandoned and have some history of paranormal activity. I might change it up a little bit about that for the channel. I want to start doing some food reviews for my channel and take the channel a little more serious, because everybody knows the story that I kind of just gave up on YouTube for a minute, but I kind of want to get back into doing the channel. Hey, Josh, big shout out to you, bro. I seen you were on the job yesterday. You clipped the trolls, bro. Like, I didn't get to see all the trolls that were coming in, but shout out to you, homie, for staying up on the moderator, you know, the moderator responsibility, homie. I appreciate that shit. And to be real, homie, like, I don't really, for my moderators, I really don't care, like, if people come in and talk stuff about football, right? Just when they go disrespect to the trolls, bro. If you come in here and you're just disrespecting, I can't save you, because Lady Sev is the top moderator of the channel, and she said she's the one that kind of like was giving she's the one that kind of gives the wrenches out, right? She asks me if that's a person, and if I back her and say, hey, yeah, give him a wrench, she's gonna give a wrench. So I appreciate that shit, Josh, because there was some disrespectful stuff said in the chat yesterday, and I seen that you were actually just clipping them. And I appreciate that shit, because, you know, if I would have read that shit, I probably would have got pissed. Like, they were talking about my grandma in a provocative way. Who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, Bigfoot? What's good with the big homie? What's good with my Rada, man? How you guys doing this morning? Yeah, I gave up on the same community. It just became, yeah, you see how it goes. Like, and after a while, it gets tiring. You know how it goes. It gets tiring, and you don't want to hear that shit all the time. Like, you don't want to be around that shit all the time. Now you'll have, you know, good time in relationships with people from the community, But you know, that's on a different note. Like nobody wants to do that shit all the time, all the time. Nobody wants to be in the toxic drama all the time. It doesn't do nothing for us, you know? It doesn't do nothing for us. So we grow out of that shit. We grow out of that shit. Like we grow out of it. Like we started from that, and you know, you come from the community, but we grow out of it. Like we trying to advance and trying to build, you know? Shout out to the gorgeous Lady Sev. Yeah, man, Bronco Queen. She probably watches. She at work right now, you know. But it's hard to though, sis, you know how it goes. It's hard to sometimes separate yourself, especially if this is what you've been doing for a minute. It took me years, and I still sometimes interact with people from over there. But every time I go back over there, anytime I go back over there and start putting energy into the old community, I get a headache. Like that shit gives me a headache. They're talking about the same old shit that we always talked about. It's just new faces, and they're intertwining in the bullshit that we already knew. Well, we already been a part of it. We seen that shit for years, you know. So I just want to build a new community of good people. And I want to build a good community of like people that just have some real shit to offer. Shout out to Conrad. Y'all go sub up to the homie Conrad, Mile High Hustle. He's putting it down for the Box State and boxing. But that dude right there, man, he's an inspiration to a lot of Box State business because what he does for Colorado, you know. Go sub him up. There's a couple communities that I want to give big shout outs to. You know, I'm going to start probably promoting a lot more people too. So on that note too, sis, I always say this is the real shit. And this is truthful. Like somebody tried to tell me just recently, once you're a part of that, you're always a part of that. And I heard that shit so long. You're a part of that. Once you're a part of that, you never can get away from that shit. And I understand people, they're always gonna say, hey, he was a part of that shit. Like this is where he started from. But that's why I've tried to go out my way to just build my own lane and stay in my own lane. Like, you know, and I've grown so much just doing what I've been doing. I've grown tremendously. And there was one time they were trying to tell me, people were trying to tell me, once you leave, you know, you're not going to grow. And I don't know how they really actually believe that because, homie, besides that right there, I have a whole life and testimony outside of just that. So people are automatically just drawn to real people. Like if you're real and you have any type of, you know, integrity and you hold yourself in a good manner, people are going to be drawn to you. You know, out here heading to the job interview. You ain't ready to work? You ready to work, Blue? Hell yeah, man. Shout out to the homie. He's getting his money. Big Ghost in the building. What's up with my brother? Hope you good, fam. So when I hear that shit and they were trying to tell me this and preach this shit to me, they said, once you leave the community, it was like a cult. I felt like I was in a cult. They said, you will not grow, bro. You will not grow once you leave the community. The community is what made you. And I started laughing at that shit like, is this how these fools really? And this is why I left like tremendously, because they were trying to put this on me and say, you will not grow. And I thought to myself, homie, like, do they think that they made me who I was? Did they think that they made me who I was? They never could make the savage, bro, because not even prison made me who I was. I've always stand firm on my own, homie. I don't need nobody, really. And yes, it's been a long road because you got the haters that try to keep you down in this YouTube universe. But I'm honestly going to say, bro, there's nobody in that community that has And no, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or I'm not trying to gloat, but there's nobody in that community, unless they left, that's been in this aspect of success that I've touched on my own lane, and I did it myself. Hey, Big Jess, I'm gonna give you your mod back. I'm gonna give you your wrench back too, bro. Like, I kind of eliminated all the wrenches, and I didn't even know that everybody got eliminated, but I got to give you a wrench back too. I just ask if you in the community, bro, and you see any trolling, if it's like bad trolling and they're just being disrespectful, just eliminate them, bro. That's all I ask from my mods. But yeah, I'm gonna give you a wrench back too, brother. I got you. Ghost too, bro. Like, if you see anybody that's just coming here on some bullshit, just eliminate them. Like, they could talk shit all they want about football, but once they start going into just being disrespectful, homie, just eliminate them. Yeah, just eliminate them. Bye. But that's what these fools were trying to tell me, bro. They were trying to tell me this, and I'm like, I know you fools need to be in a circle jerk. And this is really truthful. Like, these fools just need to be around each other, and that's how they that's kind of how they like get their views, because everybody jumps from panel to panel. But if this is what you guys think is being successful in this universe of YouTube, you're mistaken, because like, there's people out here that, if you look at the views, right, and everybody was paying this picture of views, you're not even expecting them on the views, bro. Like, your lives don't even touch views. Like, your lives are not in the 1,000 mark of views. I know YouTubers that have lives that touch 500 to 1,000 in their live. So your little 40 people in your chat, it's not impressive. And this is what people think that is legendary in this YouTube shit. I got 40 views. This is where all the views are. Homie, you're not even a spectrum of what actually a person that touches success with views. So stop trying to like put your legacy with that shit and give yourself like this the chief of the views. Homie, you're little league in this YouTube shit. That was one thing that I was tired of hearing. Like, we got the views. Everybody arguing about what time a person should do a live, and if 2 people do a live, you're hating on this dude. It's like, bro, it's not that serious. It's not that serious, Rada. Like, it's not that serious. And then, and that was another thing is too, because everybody over there is like, that's all they care about is some 40 views. That's my goal of the day, is to get a 40 views in the live stream. And I'm looking at these other YouTubers, like the homie Omar Gosh, he gets 2,000 views in a live. Like, there's 2,000 people in his live stream. And then I look at other fools with these hood vlogs, and I'm like, these fools got 500 people in the live. They got 1,000 people in the live. So what the hell are you even talking about some 40 views and you think that's impressive? If we're talking about views all the way off and you're saying this is what makes you, I guess I done succeeded, because I had 500 people in a live one time. I had 300 people in a live. I had 500 people in a live. I had 2 people in a live. 2 people. And I still just, you know what I'm saying? I'm still going to represent and put it down for the 2 people. Because if 2 people watch me and it's my original subs, bro, I'll talk to them 2 people till I'm dead in the face if they're willing to stay. You know what I'm saying? If they're willing to stay and there's only 2 people in the live, that's the homies. We chopping it up. But I've also had 500 people in a live. DAW's interview when we did the interview for him, that was the homie. 500 people pulled up to that live. I had 1 person in my live one time, and I stayed up till 2 in the morning because he was willing to stay in my live, bro. I don't cry about who's in the live and this and that, bro. Like, that don't matter to me, but it's off of my own, and that's real talk. It's off of my own hard work. I didn't need a community to make me, bro. I didn't need a community to give me that status, legendary status, because I had the views. I literally did it off my own hard work. I did that shit off of my testimony, my story. I didn't need to act like a fucking circus, bro, and act like a fucking clown on lives and run around with my nose and twist my nose for a community. I literally did that shit off of my testimony and my hard work. And you know what's fucked up? And I thought this shit was funny, real shit, bro, like real shit. After I decided to make that step and just say, fuck that community. And not everybody in it. Shout out to the real ones, bro. But half of them fools, 98% of them fools, after a while, didn't even have nothing for my channel. They didn't have anything. Even the fools that I fucked with on a daily basis over there, they just kind of was like, I'm not fucking with this fool's channel no more. They just kind of left your boy alone. I'm glad, though. I'm actually glad, because I didn't want a whole circus in my channel no more, bro. I didn't want a circus in my channel no more. So I'm glad fools left me alone, and the real ones that are around still, I still see you guys. But that was the truth, bro. If you're not partaking in that bullshit, them motherfuckers didn't have nothing for Savage Sev. So that's why I said fuck TTC all the way around. And it's still fuck TTC. TTCK, bro. You know what I'm saying? To this day. You know? I really just was like, fuck it. If you don't have nothing for me, I don't have nothing for you. So all you fools can go circle jerk each other and go over there and, you know what I'm saying, suck each other off. And, you know, everybody that's in them communities, bro, oh, that's the top dog and that fool's funny and this. And then you know, it's like, bro, I don't know. You guys, if you guys want to do that on YouTube till you guys are done with it, go ahead. I'd rather fuck with my real ones on here, man. I'd rather, yeah, shout out to you too, Rada. Like, I appreciate you. I appreciate all the real ones that pull up. It's not mandatory to pull up to my shit, you know? It's not mandatory to pull up to my shit. I'm just basically stating, you know, I'm glad I got to separate, and I got a chance to separate and see the universe of the YouTube world like for what it was, and just didn't stay in that community and just be intertwined just in that community, because there's so much more to YouTube. And there's so much more we could be doing on YouTube than just talking about the same old shit and arguing and fighting with these fools and having internet beefs with these dudes. And fools are laughing at these dudes for running themselves to the grave. And fools want to see these fools fucking do the most and run themselves to a wreck. Like, I'm glad I don't even partake in that shit no more. That shit's a headache. That shit fucking drew me to being de-energized, bro. And the crazy part about it, no disrespect to the people that still do it, because I got love for the real ones, right? But the crazy part about the crazy shit I never actually fathomed about this shit and understood is that you got people that say that they were tired in the comment sections and they were like, I'm done with this shit, but you'll catch them in every fucking live. Like, bro, didn't you just say you was done with this shit? And didn't you say you didn't want to do this shit no more? But yo ass is around fucking Joe Walsh and all these dudes every time he's on. Y'all fools say that you was about this shit and you was about making shit happen and you didn't want to be a part of this shit, but you fools are in these fools panels every day. No action being shown. Y'all, that's crazy to me. Or be sleeping on the live. Sleeping on the live. Who does a sleep live? Bro. Man, a sleep live. Who does that? I don't know. It does suck the energy out. I'm de-energized, sis. That shit got me de-energized. But you look at the exceptions, right? And I'm gonna stay to the real ones that I think that separate it. You look at people that kind of separated Raider bands. You got the New York fool that used to be what's his name? What's homie's name? The New York Giants fan. He went on and did some big things with his channel. You got the exceptions that had to break away. Yeah, Bad Dog, bro. Bad Dog. You got him. He literally is almost an ESPN thing for the New York Giants. You got the real ones that stood on business, and all them fools are booming. Every single one of them are booming. And I took example from them, and I said, the only way my shit's ever gonna boom is break away from this bullshit and start my own shit. And regardless of what people say, oh, you started a prison channel and it's because the Broncos were bad. Nah, bitch. It's not because the Broncos were bad ever. Because if that's the case, the first 4 years of me being in that shit, I would have fucking gave up and just ran away. What it is, bro, I don't want to be a part of a circus. I don't want to be a part of a fucking Barnum and Bailey and be around these clowns that I know in the real life I'm not ever going to be around. I would never be around these dudes. I would get so frustrated if I really was around these dudes. I literally would slap these dudes just up on a regular basis. I literally would. I would get so aggravated just how these fools act and just slap these fools up. Boom, 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 boom. Physically. Like, I couldn't be around these dudes. And the fucked up part about this shit, man, when I look at this shit, bro, and I always bring up Lady Steele, man. Rest in peace to Lady Steele. I always bring her up, right? Because she was a real sister of this shit. What up with it? What up with it? Yeah, nah, it's good, man. It's football. You know, I really didn't really, I really just, it sucks that your players got hurt, bro. As a fan, it sucks that your players got hurt, you know? You never want to see players get injured. But the last draw of all that shit, bro, and I know I bring this shit up and I talked about this shit, is when Lady Steele passed away in this shit, bro. Lady Steele, an honorable, real soldier of this shit, and she passed away. And the way people were allowing people to disrespect her name and still be around her. And she was a real one. Like, there was nothing bad about Lady Steele. Like, she was a person that you looked at and she had something to bring to the community. But when she passed away and they allowed people to disrespect her on lives and shit and disrespect her, like, after she died, and these fools would still be on lives with her, with the people that disrespected that lady, I just said, bro, like, yeah, I'm cool off this. This is not what I signed up for. I didn't come into this shit to be a part of that shit. I'm good. Yeah. I had to let that shit go at that time frame right there. Because that's fucked up, bro. If they could disrespect Lady Steele, they don't have no respect for anybody in that community, man. Real shit. I try to get along with everyone. There's a couple I can't stand and I avoid. You have to, though. You definitely have to, like, avoid them with all costs. Like, the best thing you could do, and like, this is my advice, is like, just fucking don't tune in. Because if you don't tune in, they quietly just fade away. I don't even know when people go live. I just hear about this, that they're doing lives over here and they're tripping off this shit. And I'm like, damn, they really have YouTube channels? I didn't even know they were still alive. I didn't even know that they were still alive. I thought them fools all died out, but obviously they still doing this shit. And my name still gets brought up. That's the crazy part. I'll hear about this shit and people will say, they were actually talking about your ass. And I'm like, what? These fools really got mad at the Savage from what was a long time ago? You still mad about this shit? And I'm not going to say that I was just like this big old pioneer of that shit, but it's like, damn, homie, if I wasn't a pioneer and I didn't keep it thorough, why is people still talking about the Sev? Why do I still have some of them trolls still pulling up to my shit, just saying random names, giving governments on my shit, which we don't even dox over here. But why the fuck you gonna put somebody's government name in my shit? I know you're a part of that community, bro. Like, why? Why you still focus on my shit? Yeah, when you first told me about TTC, I was looking at them fools like, these dudes some bro. So, hey, I'm not gonna keep you guys much longer, but I gotta say this too, bro, and I gotta get this off my chest, like, real shit. And this will be, I'm not gonna talk about this too much, but homie, 2 years ago, right? There was a concept and a blueprint to get shit right in an orderly manner, right? There was a concept that we were going to push. And I know a lot of fools don't know about rules and regulations because you've never been a part of anything real in your life. You've never been a part and important to anything in your life. You don't know about that shit, right? But in everything you do, there's rules and regulations. You got to follow protocol. Even from the streets to prison to a job to even paying your rent, you got to follow protocol. So we wanted to put some protocol in this shit, right? And everybody got scared of some structure. Nobody wants structure in their life. Everybody wants to be this person that runs around with their heads cut off because they hate structure. Instead of looking at it like, yeah, bro, like you need structure. So we were gonna inform and push some structure into that shit. I was willing to make that shit happen again, right? And I had 5-6 video makers ready to go. I had people ready, lined up to make videos and get it cracking like the good old days. And all the homies that I brought around, they all looked at these suckers, bro. Like, they looked at these fools and realized this was like a big ass community of suckers. That's what they said to me. These fools are looking at the community like, what is this shit? I thought it was something totally different. And these fools were so amped to really get shit going, right? So you scared away the people that I had coming in, 6 people. They were ready to go to war for football, right? So the community got mad at me because I was trying to build with people that they didn't find fit, right? Everybody was mad about that shit. Everybody got pissed about that shit. And I found it like kind of funny because it's like the people that say they were legends. They were saying they were legends, bro. They were saying we're legends, but their legends didn't show no example. So when I pulled back away because the homies that I brought in, they were like, this shit is weird. I pulled away. I just find out people were saying that I was not a leader because I didn't just bring them fools still in and say, hey, my homies wanted to pull away. So I was like, bro, I'm not going to make you do this shit. They just seen how weird it was. So now I'm in the wrong also because of that shit too, because I didn't just continue to tell them fools to push. See, lose. That's what it was. Like, man, I know that's the weird shit, sis. My name still gets brought up and I'm not even a part of any of that shit. I'm not a part of any of that shit. How you gonna still bring up my name? You still gonna bring up my name. But I know what it is because when you see the demeanor and you see the demeanor and you know you lost the real one, like regardless of what you say, you know Savage Sev and Lady Sev, we were gonna bring the real demeanor and shit. We have real demeanors. We're real ass people. Like, we don't play this fairy tale fuckery shit, bro. We're not them type of people. And we're real passionate about our football team and what we do. That's what we do. So when you lose that, I know that's hard to lose. But there's no smut even with that shit. There's no smut on our name with that. Like, we paid all of our bets. We never bet welched. We trash talked, went to war with everybody. And that's what it is. You know? But mile high salute to all you guys. I hope everybody's good. I'm gonna get in here, get this gym session out the way. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day, but shout out to the mods, man. That's what this whole thing was about. Shout out to all my mods, everybody taking care of business. Box State Business. I appreciate all you guys. And to the next one, man. Y'all have a good day. Let's go.